Y'all have questions?
Good crowd.
Would it like to be back, Coach?
Not very good. Got our tail kicked, and I don't like it. And I think the people that are in here know that about me. And it's a business venture for us, and we came down here and didn't take care of any business.
I know you struggled a little bit on offense, but going that first 10-16 without a field goal, was it what A&M was doing or what you were not doing out there?
They play good defense, and we knew that going into the game. I didn't think they played good enough defense to keep us from scoring a basket for 10-16, but we haven't finished plays. We definitely didn't finish plays, but I give credit for them to being in the right position.
You're going to need more than 14 points from your starters as well, right? Could you just talk about that, your bench production as opposed to your starters?
Well, we didn't get hardly anything from those guys, and yeah, if you're going to try to win, especially on the road, you have to do a little bit better than that.
What was the biggest thing that you guys weren't doing to execute offensively?
A lot of times, well, we had too many turnovers, number one, but a lot of times we got the ball in the right spot and just we weren't tough enough to make a play. We missed the post way too much. The post players are wide open. We're holding the ball on the perimeter way too much, and the ball's stopping with almost every single player on our team. We're not making hard enough cuts, and this is a repeated thing for you, Nick, because as I've said it before, but we're not making hard enough cuts, getting good enough quick ball reversal. We're open on the post a lot, and we're not throwing it to them, and that's why you get yourself in a hole, because it forces you to take bad shots. That it? No. Oh, shoot.
Visitors' locker room here.
It wasn't weird. No, I mean, you as a coach, you get used to going a lot of places, and so no, I mean, I think they have a different locker room now, I believe, than what we had. So no, it wasn't any weird at all.
What do you think of this whole complex and everything?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's really nice.
What was it like seeing all the familiar faces? I saw you shaking a lot of hands before the game.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it was great to be back, but that wasn't our number one objective, is making a pleasure trip, and that definitely wasn't pleasurable other than seeing a lot of friends, and it's a special deal today, and there's a lot of great people here. There's a lot of great relationships with players, and you think about that for a second, then the tip goes up. But I'm just real disappointed that all those people that know what we can do saw us not compete better than we did. And because I have such a great respect, I'm really excited about our guys, and they've been trying like crazy, and they're going to get better. They've gotten quite a bit better. We have a long ways to go, and I'm really, really, really proud and love these guys, but I thought we'd compete a little bit better than we did to start.
Now that
But it was great to be back.
Billy Kennedy's program up close, what do you think? And just talk about what he's...
Well, you don't see the program, you see the team, and that's what we saw today. And like I said to you before, I think he's a great coach and a great person, and they've had a little bad luck at the start. That team is going to be exactly where everyone expected them to be before the season's over. It's an 18-game schedule. It's a drastic change from a 16-game schedule. In a 16-game schedule, you wouldn't be in bad shape if you lost your first 3 games. If you continue to get better, and I would say after today, they ought to have a great deal of offensive confidence, and I think that was the thing we were going to try to do is guard them, because they hadn't scored as well as they probably would have liked, but they kept on defending. And I think that tells you about how good a coach you have is when you see a team that's not scoring very good continue to defend as they have. And so that's the way I like to measure a lot of coaches by, is when things aren't going as well as you want them to, is how hard their team continues to fight, and their team's been fighting. They could have won Wednesday, and they definitely could have won at Baylor. They got in a big hole, and they got a hot team against Iowa State, so that team will be exactly where they're supposed to be before it's all said and done.
Billy, you talked about coming down here in the interviews about the different leaving conference, but now you're here. Can you picture yourself in the next couple of years when you see the schedule? You're not going to make this trip back here. It's a one-time deal. Can kind of picture yourself being at Tech, not coming to A&M and playing a game?
I mean, it's my first year at Tech, so I really don't know. I would think there's been such familiarity with the teams over the years. I think it's kind of sad, and that's my opinion, and I may get in trouble for saying it, but as y'all all know, I've never really concerned myself with that, but unfortunately. But but, you know, there's constant change in college athletics. Times are changing. It's constant change, and every school needs to do what they think is absolutely best for them. In my opinion, it's unfortunate that all the Texas schools aren't going to be still together because there's great competition, and there's been great rivalries built up over the years. But who knows what the future holds as far as that goes? Who knows? You know, 2 years ago, I think you would say, well, this will never change, and there's been drastic change, and who knows what will happen 2 years from now. So I wish everybody would still stand together, but they didn't ask me to vote on that one. So,
Coach, what was it like seeing Dominic Kirk on the opposing bench?
I love Dominic. He's a great story that I talk about a lot. You know, he's a under-recruited guy, not because he wasn't a good player, because we probably all missed in recruiting, but we were lucky enough to get him, and he's a great young person, worked extremely hard to get his degree, worked extremely hard on the court. I coached Dominic for 3 years, and he said 4 words. He said, yes, sir, no, sir. And that's about it. And he's an inspiration, should be an inspiration to everyone. Definitely an inspiration to me as far as trying to get players like him, because he typifies every single thing you would ever want in a student athlete. And he's a very good basketball player. I know he's a great young person. He's got a great family, and it's great to see him. That's what, when you go to a place and you have been to a place or whatever, that's what I remember the most, the relationships with young people like that. And there were so many players that were like that gave everything that they could for Texas A&M, and they've continued to do well, whether they're players or whether they've gone into a different area. And God forbid Logan for getting to the media. I don't know what in the heck. Goodness gracious. He's the only guy that's made a crazy dumb mistake. I don't know. But no, y'all, by the way, y'all are a great group, and I'm glad to see everybody here. But those players are special, and the relationship they have with the fans are special. And that's exactly what we're going to do at Texas Tech, and it won't take long. I don't think anybody that knows us thinks that it will, and we got a lot of work to do, but I'm excited about the future for us, excited about the rest of the year, and we'll build that program the same way we built this one.
Were there other players here that you saw?
I saw Barry Davis, but I didn't coach him. But no, I haven't seen anyone other than Logan. I think Slade was supposed to be here, but I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know about that. Seen a lot of parents of players, and so that was great too.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
Good to see everybody. Thank you all.
Thanks, man.